Hi guys, my name is Alex Addison. I've got a fitness company called We Leap Wellness, and I've got a background in strength and conditioning, specifically with football players. So what I'd like to do with you today is go through some exercises that I think are going to help improve your athletic performance when we finally can get back on the field again. Like you, I'm missing sport terribly, watching it and playing it. So I've been doing these exercises at home to make sure when I get those boots on again, I'm ready to go and ready to hit a maximum performance. So if you're ready, I'm ready, let's do this. So what we're going to do first, we're going to come into our warm-up exercise, which is going to be a simple knee pull. With this, we're just going to interlace our fingers underneath my knee and drive my knee up towards my shoulder. I'm going to do this on my left side and then my right side. So I'm just going to alternate and I'm going to do about 6 to 8 reps. Each time just looking to pull it a little bit further up towards my shoulder. Watch out for your balance. I'm feeling the stretch into your hip, through your hamstrings, maybe through your glutes too. Just go for one more. Good, now we can shake that off. So now we're going to come into a forward lunge and then a side lunge. So with our forward lunge, we're just going to take a nice stride forward, getting a nice right angle at my front leg, back knee underneath my hip, and then come and stand back to where we started, and then just come out to the side into my side lunge. And then again, forward lunge, and then side lunge. So with our side lunge, we're just trying to stick our hips back towards the back wall and keep our foot flat onto the floor. Here we're going to go for another 3 more times. Looking to increase the depth each time on our side lunge. And this one's a little bit more challenging than our forward lunge. Perfect. Now we're just going to switch over to the other side. So nice forward lunge, strong balance, and then into our side lunge. You might feel a pull on your groin into our side lunge. That's great. We just want to keep that leg nice and straight as we move through the movement. I like to keep my hands in the middle, helps me balance and move from rep to rep. Last one here. Perfect. So now our legs are feeling a little bit more limber. We're just going to start to raise up our heart rate. We're going to come into some fast feet to start with, nice and narrow, and then we're going to come wide. Okay, when I'm in a wide fast feet, my knees are pointing out, my toes are pointing out, and then I'm going to come into a narrow. Okay, for this, I'm going to go 10 on each side, wide, 10 in the middle. You're just going to go for about 4 or 5 rounds to the point where you can feel your heart rate up. So now I'm struggling to breathe a little bit, starting to tire. Last one, I think, of these, and then just relax it off. Cool, so now we're going to come into the 4 exercises I want to show you today. So these are all about being powerful and improving athletic performance, whether that's sprinting faster, jumping higher. But as I said at the start, we're going to go through some regressions and progressions to make sure that it fits your level appropriately. So first, we're going to have a single leg hop. So with my single leg hop, I'm just going to come and stand onto one leg, slight bend in that leg. I'm going to have my other leg going backwards, tap my foot, and then jump up into the air. With my other leg, I'm going to drive that knee up. So I have a nice runner's stance, that's number 4, and we're going to go for 10. To see if I can keep a nice balance feeling that stretch through my hamstring. And a soft landing when I finish. Once you've done 10 on one side, we're just going to come 10 onto the other. A nice long position. And a really good soft landing. Making sure that the weight's not traveling through my joint. It's all traveling through the muscle. 3 more. Beautiful. And then we're going to shake that off. So now we're going to come into a vertical frog jump. So with this, we're going to sit down into our squat. Down nice and low, so hips are back, feet are flat on the floor, knees out. I'm going to touch the floor, and then we're going to explode up as high as I can go. So again, we're going to go for 10 reps. In here, soft landing. Keeping my chest forward as I jump. Oh, starting to feel the burn in the legs now. And jumping up as high as you can. Woo. So there's my 10 of my vertical frog jump. So now I'm going to work sideways, and I'm looking to target the side part of my glute with a curtsy lunge. For curtsy lunge, I'm going to stand onto my front leg. My other leg is going to come back and then slightly out to the side. I want to keep my knee over my ankle, drop down so my knee is just above the floor, and then rotate from one side to the other. So we're going to go 10 on each side. So back leg just goes back and then across to the side. And so if you would like to make this a little bit more challenging, we can actually just add a small hop from the right leg to the left leg. So we just make it a little bit more plyometric. We've got 2 more. And there are our curtsy lunges or our skaters. So now for the final one, we're just going to work with some agility. So obviously give yourself a rest. Make sure we plan in those rest breaks. So if you're not quite ready to go yet, just give yourself an extra few seconds, like myself. And then we're going to come into some ladder work. Obviously, not all of us have ladders available at home that we can lay out on the floor, but that doesn't matter. We can just use a point on either on a mat or in our floorboards. That's just going to be our focus point. So for this first one, we're just going to come into some forward and backwards steps. So on our toes, we're going to go 2 forward, 2 back, 2 forward, 2 back. And then with this, we're just going to start to go a little bit faster. We're going to go for 30 seconds, so we're 10 seconds through. And I just want your feet to move as quickly as they can. Right leg, then left leg, forward. Going as quick as we can. We've got 6 seconds. And relax there. Again, just shaking out the legs. Giving yourself a little breather. If you've got some water, grab some water to make sure we're hydrating. So we're going to come through that all one more time. This time we're going to work with our rep range, okay? So, firstly, single leg hop. So we're back to our side profile. And we're going to go and perform 10 on our right and 10 on our left. Two more. Excellent, then shake that out. We should feel that in the back of the hamstrings. maybe a little bit into our calves. Switch over and 10 again. Drive that opposite arm up as that knee comes up as well to maintain that running stance. So now into our vertical frog jumps. Just go in 5 seconds, give yourself a little break, and then down into it. 10 in here. 1, 2, sitting down nice and low. 3, touching the floor, exploding up, both feet leaving the floor. And then shake that off. Start to feel the burn in your quads, glutes, heart rate's now nice and high. Give yourself time to get some air back in. So now into our curtsy lunge, or the progression of which is a skater. Okay, leg back, over to the side. This is our curtsy lunge. And we're going to go 10 on each side. So I'm just going to go and add my plyometric jump. Soft landing. And I should start to feel that tension in the side of my glute, not letting my knee open up. Keep that knee over your ankle. And if at any point you need to just go back into the curtsy lunge, no problem. Just regress it back to what feels good and what feels right for you. And there we've done our 10. Last one with our ladder, just fast speed, 2 forward, 2 back. We're going to go for 30 seconds, starting now. See if we can get maybe faster. Last round of this. Can we even up it a little bit more? Woo. Get those arms pumping as well. Heart rate's really high. 5 seconds left. And relax there. Woo. So there we have it. 4 really great exercises. No equipment needed. Do them at home. Heart rate's going, cardio's going, legs are burning. Perfect to help you with your athletic performance. Guys, everybody out there, stay safe. And let's get through this together. See you.